Okay, Assalamualaikum. Now we are in the discussion about the kingdom Protista. Okay, so kingdom Protista is the first kingdom in the domain of Eukarya. Remember, in the domain of Eukarya, there are four kingdoms: kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. Right? Okay, so in this linear outcome, so you have to learn on the characteristic of kingdom Protista, which include groups. Okay, remember, for Protista, we referred it as group. Okay, again, this is just meant for kingdom of Protista. Okay, right, the group under the kingdom Protista are diplomonads, euglenozoan, alveolates, straminophile, rhizarians, amoebozoan, red algae, and also green algae. Okay, characteristic of kingdom Protista. Okay, so Protista are eukaryote, right, which do not fit into either phylum, kingdom of fungi, Plantae, or Animalia. So mostly unicellular, some living in colony, and some have multicellular stage of their life cycle. So Protista mostly, some of them are photoautotrophic because they have chloroplast, so they can make their own food by using the energy of light. Some of them are heterotrophic, where they absorb nutrient or organic molecule or ingest food particle from other sources. And some of them are mixotrophic. Mixotrophic combine photosynthesis and also heterotrophic nutrition. Okay, in terms of reproduction, right? Okay, so in terms of reproduction, some Protista reproduce asexually and some using as asexually. Some are asexually and some are sexually. So they are able to move or undergoing the locomotion by using pseudopodia. Remember, pseudopodia is false feet. Okay, some of them having flagella and some are having cilia. So Protista do not have organ or tissue. Okay. Alright, some of them have a single nucleus or some having multiple nucleus. Okay, so classification of Protista are classified into several groups. Remember, not phylum but groups. Okay, let's start with the general characteristic of Protista. Okay, the first group is diplomonads. Okay, diplomonad, key characteristic of diplomonads are it has modified mitochondria, right? An example is Giardia intestinalis, as you can see from this picture. It is a kind of parasite that live in the intestine of mammal. So Giardia, you can see here, it have multiple nucleus. So the spectacle-like structure over here is the nucleus, multiple nucleus. So you can see here, and it has multiple flagella. This is the flagella. Okay, so this is diplomonads. Okay, second class, second group is euglenozoan. Okay, euglenozoan has spiral or crystalline rod inside the flagella. If we cut open the flagella, you can see that it have a structure like a crystalline rod. So example of euglenozoan are euglena. All right, I'm sure that you know what is the structure of euglena. So euglena have multiple flagella, right? This is euglena, and also this picture showing you trypanosoma. So trypanosoma is a kind of parasite that can cause African sleeping sickness. Okay, you can Google what is the effect of this infection with trypanosoma. So trypanosoma and euglena is categorized under group euglenozoan. Okay, next we go to alveolates. Okay, so alveolate has membrane enclosed sac or alveoli beneath the plasma membrane. So under the plasma membrane, they have sac that we call as alveoli, like this. You can see this is the sac under the alveoli. Alright, So example under the group of alveolate are dinoflagellate. So this is dinoflagellate. Okay, it's like telur dinosaur, alright, dinoflagellate. And this is plasmodium, right, that can cause malaria, and also paramecium that we know, right? So paramecium is grouped under alveolates. Okay, next is straminophiles. Okay, straminophile characteristic have hairy and smooth flagella. So this is hairy flagella, and this is the smooth flagella. Okay, all right. So this structure this one we call as heterocones. Heterocones. Okay, heterocones. Another example here is diatom. So this is diatom. So diatom has a glass-like structure over here, right? Ataupun kalau nak kenal, dia macam lipstick that you kiss on the mirror. Okay, right. Next group is Rhizarian. So Rhizarian are amoeba with thread-like pseudopodia. It is classified as amoeba, but they have thread-like pseudopodia. So pseudopodia dia macam bentuk thread, okay, berbenang. Right, there are two example of Rhizarian. Number one is foram. Number two is radiolarian. Okay, so radiolarian, you can see they have a spine protruding out here. So this is the thread-like pseudopodia. And as foram, you can, if you zoom into the foram structure, you can see the thread-like pseudopodia. Okay, right. Next one is amoebozoan, right? So how is amoebozoan differ from Rhizarian? Okay, they are both amoeba, but for amoebozoan, they are amoebas with lobe shape or tube shape pseudopodia. You can see that this is the pseudopodia shape of plasmodial slime mold. Okay, so the other example of amoebozoan are amoeba that we are used to know, and also plasmodial slime mold. Okay, and here is the red algae. So you can see that red algae is observed as red because of the accessory pigment that known as physoerythrin that make it appear to be red. Okay, right. Example of red algae is porphyra. Okay, next one is green algae. So green algae have plant type chloroplasts, okay, and usually they are appear to be green because of the chlorophyll pigment. So the example here is volvox. So you can see this is volvox, all right, and this is spirogyra. Spirogyra, and this one is ulva. Okay, spirogyra is different, not here in the picture, so I will show you later. Okay, right. So these are the group of kingdom Protista. So again, you can see this is diplomonads that have multiple nuclei and also multiple flagella that you can see from here. And the example is Giardia intestinalis. Okay, so this is the multiple nucleus of the Giardia with multiple flagella. Okay, right? And this is euglenozoan. Example here in this picture is euglena. So remember, characteristic of euglenozoan, it has crystalline rod, right? Inside the flagella. If you cut open the flagella, you can see this structure of crystalline rod. Another example of euglenozoan is trypanosoma. You can see here, this is the flagella of the trypanosoma. Okay, so all right, again, this is the trypanosoma, the flagellum. If you look into the structure of flagellum, you can see the crystalline rod. Okay, right. So euglenozoan. All right, and this is alveolate. Remember, alveolate has sac-like structure, or we call as alveoli, beneath the plasma membrane. So this is the alveoli. Example of alveolates are, okay, dinoflagellates. You can see this is the flagella. The flagella is used to producing a spinning movement, right? And the alveoli contain cellulose plates with silica. That's why it seems like a crystal-like structure lah. Okay, because of the silica. Okay, so this is another example of alveolates, which is plasmodium. Alright, so plasmodium can cause malaria, where you can see that this plasmodium will attach to the surface of red blood cell, multiply within the red blood cell, and cause the rupturing of the red blood cell. Okay, so this is the apical complex of the alveolates. Okay, example here is plasmodium. So this is the alveoli beneath the plasma membrane. Okay, right. Another alveolate is paramecium, right? So you know that paramecium have a contractile vacuole, right? You can see it has micronucleus, meaning that it has multiple nucleus here. Micronucleus purposely for reproduction, macronucleus that controlling metabolic activities. Okay. Alright, next group straminophile. You have here the hairy flagellum and the smooth flagellum. So this is heterocons. And another straminophile is diatom, where the diatom has a glass-like wall that divided into two parts that overlap like a petri dish. That's why you can see that it's look like a overlap petri dish, or like yeah, lipstick kiss on a mirror. Okay, all right, and this is another group, which is Rhizarian. Okay, tadi diatom straminophile, now Rhizarian. So here is foram structure, right? Just for your information and knowledge, foram can be found deep in the ocean, where usually the oil and gas personnel will search for foram, where if there is foram, mean underneath the soil or will be oil. Okay, you can find oil whenever you found foram. Okay, so this is the thread-like pseudopodium that can be found in foram. Okay, and this is Rhizarian that have silicous tests, right? So this is the protruding spine of the radiolarian. Okay, next amoebozoan example, amoeba. And this is example of red algae, right? Due to the presence of physoerythrin. So we have filamentous red algae, dulce, and also coralline algae. Alright, next we have here the green algae. Example volvox, right? They're living in colony. We have here branch of filaments algae known as calpurpa, and this is ulva, or we call it as the sea lettuce. Alright, and the last one here is the spirogyra. Okay, so please write down all the examples in your notes, right? Okay, that's all. Kingdom of Protista.